1,000. Yes. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to show you how to build some floating shelves. I built some for my spare bathroom. It's quick, it's easy. You can get the brackets right off of Amazon, and hopefully you can build some too. You should have an idea of where you want your shelves to go and approximately what size you want your shelves to be. First thing you got to do is find some wood. I went with some walnut because I had some left over from a previous project. Once you figure out what kind of wood you're going to use, just go ahead and mark your measurements on there and how big you want your shelves to be. I just went approximately because I knew I could clean it up later. After you have your measurements, take it over to your saw, whatever you're going to use. I use the miter saw. Cut your shelves out. Remember, you can always cut again to make your shelves smaller, but you can't add wood on here. So be sure you know how big you want your shelves to be. Alright, so once I had them cut, I'm fortunate and I have a planer and a joiner and all that good stuff, so I went ahead and got my edges straight. If you don't have this, you can do this so many other ways, a table saw, sanding, whatever. But I took it through the joiner, I took it through the planer. I got a couple edges all nice and flat. And then I just went ahead and took it over to the table saw and cleaned the other edge up. You just want to make sure your edges are nice and straight so the shelf sits nice and level on the wall once you mount it. Once you have your wood all cleaned up and nice and straight, this is your chance to put on some decorative edge. I have a router table, so I just put a round over on there and rounded over all the edges. If you don't have a router table or even a router, you can do this by hand with a sander. Just round your edges, or if you want to keep your edges nice and square with that sharp, crisp edge, that's perfect too. Next step was the sanding. I sanded mine down to 220. It's up to you on how deep you want to take your sanding down. Mine was walnut, so I chose to go a lot smoother. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and show you the brackets I used. Really, they just look like long screws. All you need is a 1/2 inch bit and a 1/4 inch bit. So once you have your boards all ready, it's time to install the mounting hardware. I went into the bathroom and I determined how high I wanted these shelves to be and marked some lines. Once I figured out the height, I took my level and I made sure that my shelves were going to sit level on the wall just by putting a line on there. You want these shelves to look good, so I think it's important that you take your time and make sure that everything's level. So once I had my lines on the wall, I went ahead and took an old stud finder I had and I found the studs in the wall so I could screw these brackets right into the studs. You can mount them into the drywall, but of course your shelves are not going to be as strong. So once you have your holes marked on the wall, just go ahead and drill them. Try to keep the drill as straight as you can so when you're screwing your brackets in, they are also going to be level. So once I screwed my brackets in, I tightened them down, and then I just went right back to the level and made sure that everything was still level so my shelves are going to sit on there nice and straight. Now you get to do a little bit of math and figure out how far apart your holes need to be. Most of the time it's going to be 16 inches if your studs are centered properly. Go ahead and mark on your actual shelf and try to center it where your holes are going to be. And then this is where you're going to use the 1/2 inch drill bit. If you don't have a drill press like me, when you're drilling these holes by hand, you got to make sure to keep that drill as straight as you can when you're going in, or else your shelf's not going to sit level. Okay, got the shelf drilled. Now it's time to put whatever you're going to put onto your shelves to make them look good. I just went with oil so I could bring out the natural colors of my walnut wood. If you're going to stain it or paint it, now's the time to do so. And then we can get ready to start installing. Installing's super simple. They literally just slide right over the brackets. And then they click into place in the back. How easy is that, huh? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope it all went very smoothly for you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll put what I used in the description below. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you back here soon.